Anything else? Any public comment? Okay, thank you, Mr. Counci, very much. We're going to move on the agenda to the midwifery update and ask Ms. Ehrlich to come forward. Ms. Barbo, are you joining? Thank you.
Good morning. I thought it was going to be afternoon.
Mm-hmm. It is somewhere.
It's true. Okay. I would like to, first of all, introduce Carrie Sparavon to you all. This is my last report as chair of the Midwifery Advisory Council. For the time being, I am going to be moving to the vice chair position for the next term. Carrie has been elected chairwoman of the Advisory Council, and she will be taking on that responsibility starting at currently, but for the March 29th meeting. So I'm going to be giving the report to wrap up for my term of having been the chairwoman. At the last meeting on December 13th, we discussed ACOG's new position statement on collaboration between OBGYNs and CNMs and CMs. We are hopeful that this might help to change the climate for the licensed midwives in California, and are very happy to see that collaborative care statement coming forward. We had a discussion about modifying the Midwifery Advisory Council membership. There is an area in your packet from page 92 to 94 discussing some of the issues around possibly changing some of the, fine-tuning, I should say, some of the definitions of those members who will be on the Midwifery Advisory Council. I would like the board to know clearly that we want and need physician input on the council. We want and need one of the slots on the council to remain as a licensed obstetrician, licensed by the the Medical Board of California. We also do feel that there is room for some other input from interested parties. My personal preference, because I do believe that we are a partnership with the women in our care, is that the second public member slot that is open potentially be filled by a consumer of midwifery services. But it does remain to be seen. I recognize that we might not have that, and I do know that interested parties might not meet that definition. There will also be some regulations that are going to be proposed to you folks. You can see them outlined from page 86 to 91 in your packets. These have to do with not redefining, because we never could define in the first place appropriate levels of supervision for licensed midwives. But this has to do with the fourth attempt that we are going to try to have a definition for appropriate supervision that does essentially move the supervision of midwives into a realm that more resembles collaboration. We believe that if this does indeed pass, that we will have a much better climate in the state of California for protecting consumers. Another of the other regulation that you will see there is to finally authorize us to use the tools of our trade that our enabling legislation dictates that we be trained in. So in other words, those tools of our trades, like ordering lab work, ordering ultrasounds, being able to purchase and use the medications that are necessary for the well-being and safekeeping of mothers and babies, like ROGAM, oxygen. Extremely important that we be able to have these, Pitocin, anti-hemorrhagics, that we would actually have the authority behind us of regulation that we can purchase and utilize these tools of our trade. We are all pleased and gratified that legal staff and that the staff of the medical board has moved forward with trying to help us to gain these tools. And we do hope that these proposals do move forward. We have been talking for quite a while about the fact that the statistical reporting that we have been doing now for 4 years, we are about to move into our 5th year of reporting, has difficulties associated with it that we are trying to fix by moving our reporting to be initiated through the Division of Research of the Midwives Alliance of North America. This program is prospective, and all data is reviewed by the staff of the Division of Research and validated if there are any discrepancies. We believe that by having this prospective data, we would be in a much better position to clearly understand the work of the midwives in the state of California. And I would like to repeat, as I stated at the meeting in the fall, I don't remember the date, that the 4 years that we have already had this reporting shows us to be doing good work. And that is without physician supervision. So I would hope that we will move forward in being able to get this better information so that the statistics can be clear about the good work that licensed midwives are doing in California. I have noticed today that a couple of items in the minutes, there are just a couple of omissions in things that I would have said that I did say in my last report. And I know the minutes have already been accepted because I didn't notice them until today. So I would like to request that when the minutes are published, when they go up on the website, that our new chairwoman have the benefit of perhaps just an extra little note from staff that it's there and to review the minutes so that she is sure that what goes into the memorialization of our reports is accurate. Do you have anything you'd like to say today?
Carrie, why don't you give us a little 2-minute background on who you are?
2-minute background. I don't know if I can do it in 2 minutes.
Well, then take 90 seconds.
I'll try. I am a California licensed midwife. I've been licensed since the first group of midwives that were licensed in 1996, 97. And I have a different position in my community than a lot of licensed midwives. I work in a private physician office, so I do have supervision, but I'm not attending any births. So I bring a different bent, as it were, to the chairship of the Midwifery Advisory Council. I am pleased as punch to see the definition of physician supervision getting some attention finally, as well as moving forward with ensuring the ability of licensed midwives that are practicing in a home setting to secure the medications and devices that they need to ensure safety for birthing women. What I would ask, at the last Midwifery Advisory Council meeting, we were going to ask the board to allow us to fill those 2 vacant positions at our March meeting, if that was possible, and ahead of board confirmation, full board confirmation. And so I would ask that, if that's possible to do at this board meeting, that it happen.
I don't see it on the agenda is the problem.
If you look at the
It's under C? Then I apologize. Then when we get to C, then I will ask for a motion, but we're not there yet.
Got it.
So it's on there. I apologize. I'm only still at A. Do you have anything else to?
No, I think that's good. I'm really looking forward to chairing this committee.
Thank you very much. I also want to recognize Faith Gibson, who is in our audience, who's been a longtime member of our council and has been around this issue, I think, since the 70s, as I remember reading. It's also her birthday, as I remember, so I would wish you happy birthday on behalf of the board. So moving on the